They say love doesn't break you in a day. They lie. There was a time when your voice was my favorite sound, when silence between us felt like a blanket, not a wall. I used to trace the shape of your smile and think, this is forever. You changed slowly. At first, I didn't believe it. I convinced myself it was just relationship anxiety, just work stress, just a phase. I told myself everyone has off days. I ignored the gut feeling screaming otherwise. Your hand stopped finding mine. Your eyes stopped searching for me in a crowded room. Emotional unavailability became your new language. You changed so slowly that I started doubting my own memory. Was emotional numbness always part of us? Was I blind to the slow fade? Months passed like water through fingers. Seasons changed outside our window, but inside we stayed frozen. I kept waiting for you to come back. I kept loving the person you used to be, hoping they'd remember how to love me too. But intimacy was fading, and I couldn't stop it. You changed slowly, I'll give you that. So slowly that when I finally saw the empty room, the key on the table, the door slightly ajar, I still didn't understand. This wasn't a slammed door. This was a silent goodbye I'd been living in for months. But the leaving happened all at once. In 1 second, every excuse I ever made collapsed. Every time I walked on eggshells, every dinner spent alone while you scrolled. I finally saw it. I finally saw the heartbreak I'd been denying. The moment you stopped loving me wasn't today, it was months ago. I just didn't want to see it. You don't lose someone in the moment they leave. You lose them in all the moments they stopped staying. The unspoken words, the hands that stopped reaching, the love that faded so slowly I mistook it for normal. I just didn't want to see the truth. But I see it now. I see the emotional whiplash. I see where I lost myself trying to hold on to someone already gone. And maybe that's where I start finding myself again. Maybe healing after being blindsided begins with finally looking in the mirror. Sometimes you have to break to find where you're supposed to heal. Sometimes the longest love story you'll ever live is the one you have with yourself. Learning to be alone again isn't the end, it's the beginning.